Honorable Prime Minister, as you've said, Kenya and Jamaica share a legacy of strong, cordial, bilateral, and people-to-people relations that have been developed and strengthened over years. Indeed, as you have said, this relationship stems back well before our two countries' respective independence and during the period of struggle, where men like Marcus Garvey were an inspiration to the forefathers of our independence, and men like Dudley Thomas were at the center of the struggle, giving legal counsel to some of those who had been wrongly imprisoned by the colonialists at the time, including my own father. So being here is both, for me, personal, a moment of personal joy, but also one that seeks to reestablish those old links for the betterment of the peoples of our two countries, and in order to increase and deepen that bond or those bonds of friendship that were established those many years ago. Indeed, as the Prime Minister has said, we have had the opportunity to meet on the sidelines of several international meetings, including the G7 summit in Quebec, but also on the margins of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. And at each time, we resolved that we must work even closer for the benefit of our two sister nations. I believe that today we have taken our bilateral relations to another level with the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding on political consultations, as well as the framework for cooperation that we have just witnessed our two ministers sign. This signing of this MOU plus the other agreements presents us with an opportunity for collaborating in the areas of sports and culture, especially in athletics, where Kenya and Jamaica are global powerhouses. Our Kenyan athletes excel in the long and middle distance races, while Jamaican athletes excel in the short distance races. There is definitely room for us to partner here. And this cooperation will therefore leverage on the existing comparative advantages to strengthen sports through the development of common training facilities for the benefit of the young people of both our two countries. We have also had the opportunity to discuss how we can explore opportunities for cooperation also in tourism and the blue economy sectors, all that hold tremendous potential for wealth and job creation to the benefit of our respective citizens. We've also, again, had the opportunity to discuss our diaspora that contributes greatly to the national development of our two respective countries, but Jamaica definitely, in terms of percentage, has a much higher percentage of its citizens who live and work abroad and who contribute significantly to the growth and development of Jamaica. We said that this is again an area where we can deepen that cooperation and collaboration to see how we can develop policies and programs that can ensure that this diaspora can continue to contribute even more deeply to the social economic development of our two countries. We did indeed affirm, because the Prime Minister was telling me that the Jamaican diaspora is everywhere in almost every country on this earth. So he was wondering about the possibility of whether there is a Jamaican diaspora in Kenya. And I told him that, yes, I can confirm, given the fact that my wife's brother's mother comes from Jamaica. So, and she lives in Kenya and has lived all her life. So, for sure, you are everywhere. And we need to continue to work to see how we can continue to deepen our people-to-people relations as we also take advantage of our diaspora. One sure way of ensuring that we deepen the partnership between our two countries is to encourage greater economic partnership between our two countries, to develop and to deepen trade. We had looked at our numbers and we have seen that this trade is almost non-existent. We need to deepen our economic relations, because it's by so doing that we also take our people-to-people relations to the next level. Kenya today is one of the largest and most diversified economies on the African continent, and it also serves as a hub for logistics, air transport, financial services, ICT innovations. And here again, we encourage Jamaican investors as much as Prime Minister Holness was encouraging Kenyan investors to come together through our respective chambers and to take advantage of the opportunities that our two countries offer for further economic integration of our two countries, ultimately leading also with the signing of the Africa Free Trade Agreement, with the African market also opening up to Jamaica and to other countries in the Caribbean as well. The Prime Minister has also mentioned that we've had the opportunity also this afternoon to deliberate on existing opportunities for cooperation in air transport, especially now that our national carrier, Kenya Airways, has scheduled direct flights from Nairobi to New York. But as we were saying, we would like to see flights flying from the East Coast to the West Coast of Africa and directly to Jamaica and through Jamaica to the rest of the Caribbean as a true way of deepening that partnership.
And now the customary handshake for the formal signing of the Memorandum of Understanding.